Hello, my friends. Welcome to our talk today about remote project managers. The remote project manager role is front and center on any of the job boards that you take a look at. And the reason is, as soon as that pandemic hit, people knew they needed to get work done in project management, but project managers couldn't go into the office. So there's been a spike over time of this role. So being an effective project manager that's remote requires you to adapt to the unique challenges and the unique opportunities of managing a virtual team, working with a virtual team. And I'm going to share with you 7 tips for being an effective remote project manager. Number 1, set clear expectations. When you're working remotely, it's important to set clear expectations for your team. And when you hear this out of sight is out of mind thing, it's true. Out of sight could really mean out of mind. So it's very important to set those clear expectations so that even though you're not there, the team is going to be mature enough to do what needs to be done. It helps ensure that everyone is on the same page when you set clear expectations. And one of the ways you can do this is use virtual collaboration tools that allow you to see everything that needs to be done. One of these is the Kanban board. It's a visual tool that helps you track progress. Just Google it. You'll see that it's a board made up of 3 columns: to do, doing, and done. And all you need to do is show what is to be done, what you are currently working on as a team, and what is done. And this is how virtual teams these days, they meet, they collaborate, they're able to see what is coming down the pike, they're able to see what is in progress, and they're able to discuss through, number 2, daily stand-up meetings, what the roadblocks are, anything impeding their progress. If you haven't tried it, I encourage you to try a daily stand-up meeting, even virtually. Have the team turn on their cameras, and it's just as though you are in that conference room, and go through the items on the board, walk the board, to do, doing, and done. And all that means is the items that are in the doing column, anyone who's working on those items speaks to those items and explains what needs to be done to get those items complete. Also use the concept of time blocking. This is so critical in my mind for teams that are remote, because this is where you break your day into time blocks for the different tasks. And when you do this, you know that that task is going to get done. Sometimes I take myself out of one location to another purposely to time block so that I can zero into those things, all right? So that's pretty much number 2 as well. Use collaboration tools. Collaboration tools like project management software, video conferencing, instant messaging, all of these are great tools to amplify your collaboration. Number 3, establish regular check-ins. Like I said, the daily scrum, daily stand-up, whatever you want to call it. But these regular check-ins with your team members are used to discuss progress, to talk about issues, and to offer support. And this can be done, again, through those collaboration tools. Number 4, encourage open communication. Encourage communication and collaboration among team members. Sometimes you need to actually coach them into it. So when you have opportunities for retrospectives and other team meetings, turn the cameras on, do something fun, tell a joke, maybe bring a drink or bring food that you enjoy. And it helps build trust and it fosters a sense of teamwork. So do fun things together and encourage open communication. A team that is able to communicate outside of work, they're able to communicate even much better on their projects. Focus on outcomes, not activity. When you're managing a remote team or working with a remote team, it's important to focus on outcomes rather than activity. And that means once you've set those clear goals and you're measuring progress based on results, not the number of hours worked. There's no need to police that. You know, the mindset is a mature team. So if you are a project manager with a lot of authority, don't lord it over the team. Just establish clearly what needs to be done and focus on the outcomes, not the activity. Number 6, be flexible. Remote work offers flexibility, but it's important to be flexible as a manager as well, as a project manager as well. So be open to adjusting schedules. Phil may not be on at 7 in the morning, but he may be on at 7 in the evening, even though work ended at 5. So be aware that these schedule flexibility ideas are used a lot today. A lot of managers, they know, is Phil going to get it done? Yes. Then there's no need to police Phil up and down. No, so be flexible in that regard. Number 7, build relationships. Like I said, open communication, building trust, transparency, building relationships is all part of it. So build relationships with your remote team members. Remember, they are human. They are people. They have families. They have an identity. They have a life outside of work. So take time to get to know your team members personally and celebrate successes together. And these are just a few tips for being effective as a project manager who's remote. By leveraging the right tools, communication strategies, leadership skills, you can successfully manage a remote team and deliver successful projects. There's one thing I want you to know though. Communication is pivotal to success as a project manager. And if you're not able to communicate effectively and break through, you are not going to be as effective as you could. Think about this. 55, 38, 7. What percentage of communication do you think is in the words? It's 7. 7 is the words. The body language is a whopping 55. And that's why I say turn your camera on, because if you don't turn your camera on, what you're getting is just the 7 and the 38, the tone of voice. So as opposed to just having 45% of the message, why not have the full 55, 38, and 7? And in that way, you'll be able to read nonverbal cues and you'll be able to pay more attention to what is not said. If you're a project manager and you're in distress on your projects, or you need coaching or mentoring, or maybe you just need to develop, I would advise going down to pmanonymous.com. I offer one-on-one coaching and advice for project managers, and I help move them from wherever they are to their future state. Thank you, my friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Bye for now.